Hello and welcome to Greg's Channel 1. I'm Greg and this is Channel 1. Welcome to Orange Tuesdays, an anime review of Orange. Now, I'm trying to be a little bit more professional and a little less jokey, funny, happy, crazy, etc. So I'm trying my best to do it as professionally as possible. I want to apologise for not having a video out last week, but I was massively ill and unable to actually get any work done. However, I will try to get 2 episodes up today of Orange, but we'll see, because it's a busy day for me today. Anyway, now that we've got those silly formalities out of the way, let's dive right in to Letter 5, Episode 5 of Orange. Now for me this was a very strong episode. Started off with quite an interesting scene where you've got a nice image of Naho thinking about her time as friends with Kakeru. And she goes back and thinks that it's been 49 days since Kakeru's mom committed suicide. Now that's quite an interesting eye opener. Because it means that in the first 4 episodes, before episode 5, 49 days have passed. That's a lot. It's nice though that it shows that Naho's moral side is still around, because she says, I'm going to keep looking after him, I'm going to keep making sure that he's okay, and everything's going to be fine because I'm going to look after him. We get a nice bit of comedy as well, straight after the credits, the opening credits. We get a Hagita moment where Hagita is just he's brilliant in this episode. He is fantastic in this episode. The scenes that he is in is just hilarious. And there's a part of the episode where he's just like, dude, seriously. But we'll get to that later on. This particular scene, Kakeru has arrived completely drenched because it's been heavy raining. However, he didn't bring an umbrella, and so Hagita says, "You're an idiot." And I'm thinking, well said. Although Suwa then points out that Hagita's one to talk because he also looks like a sewer rat. And that was quite nice. It was a nice, sweet moment where you've got the group kind of back together again, just having a little bit of a laugh. And Kakeru goes back to being a lovely, nice guy again. It's like, yay! Took your time. You now that you're single again, you're absolutely lovely, which is always good. It's always good to have a nice, lovely main character. And although I feel like he kind of takes advantage of Naho in this episode, in the fact that Naho just kind of goes, yes, 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 yes. It's, can you help me, study? Yes. Will you help me with this? Yes. Will you? Yes. Yes. And so on. She just comes across as so much of a doormat, and it frustrates me a little, but I also like it at the same time, because she's so sweet about it, that you kind of go, oh, bless her. Yes, she's a doormat, but bless her. We get a nice scene where Kakeru and Naho are talking at the library, and Uda-senpai sees him. She looks actually a little sad. Maybe she's not completely one-dimensional. But we'll soon see later on that, she's going to channel that sadness into anger and jealousy and stuff. It feels almost like Kakeru is trying to impress Naho by, getting her to spend more time with him, giving her a hair clip thing. It's nice. It's like, yeah, I like this. This is really, really nice that this is how they want to do it. But Kakeru's trying to impress Naho, I guess. You find out that Kakeru, due to Naho's help, has made amazing test results, whereas everyone else is kind of doing averagely well. And that was quite an interesting logic behind that. Then we get another good old Hagito moment. Beautiful moment. In the class, they start talking about time machines, and Hagito pretty much points out and says, "Yeah, but if you go to the past and you change the past, then there'll be no need in the future to go back to the past, and so you won't go back to the past." And starts pretty much confusing everyone. Everyone's kind of looking at him like, "Hagito, shut up, please, mate." And I'm just there thinking, "Well done, mate. You've just made things quite entertaining. You're a Debbie Downer, but you're a funny one." So, fun for Hagito. Time machines, parallel worlds. It's kind of explaining the whole letter situation now, and the premise that it's actually a parallel world that the other Naho is in, not in the future. We get a nice bit of a backstory on Kakuru's last text to Naho before he committed suicide in the other world, because it does like a really nice soft transition, and it's quite a sad text. It's him saying, "I'm sorry that I angered you. I must have angered you, and I know that there's no way we can fix this. It's all my fault." Him being a little bit of a sad, him being a bit of a sad man, and then he kind of says to her, "Thank you for everything you've done," and then it kind of ends there, and Naho kind of wonders, did he see her response? Oh, he asks her about who Naho gave her Valentine's Day chocolate to, and hopefully that they were worth it. It's like, wow. Which kind of makes you think, is this going to happen in the future of this series? Is present day, other current world Naho going to end up giving her chocolates to someone else? Will she not fall in love with Kakeru completely again? We don't know. We'll soon find out, though. But Naho really ups the ante in this episode, and this is one of the few moments where I went, yes! Naho is finally not being a doormat! When she starts thinking about the letter, about how her and Kakeru in the parallel world had seen the fireworks together, just those two, and Naho literally just comes out and says to him, I want us to go see the fireworks. Kakeru's like, "Oh yeah, we can get the gang together." It's like, that's not what I mean. Just you and me. He's like, "Go Naho, at last." But she's dense as hell in this episode. It's highlighted that Suwa is Lord Friendzone. He's a great character and he's a lovely bloke, but he's Lord Friendzone, and I feel he deserves better. He's always liked Naho, and you can tell that, but he deserves better. Someone who's not just going to be a doormat to him. And then the third and final amazing Hagito moment. Everyone's kind of talking about how Suwa turned down all three lovely women from the soccer club, and he says, "I like someone else," and everyone's like, who, and then Hagito just goes, "It's Naho," and Suwa just looks at him as if to say, "Shut up before I smack you into next week." He gets up and leaves, and it's a touching moment because he leaves as fast as he can because he's obviously embarrassed at the fact that, I mean, like, the hell, man? What were you thinking, Hagito? That's a bit, that's, damn it. But yeah, poor Suwa. Arzu's quite nice because Arzu kind of just says, that she's going to try and get Kakeru and Naho together, so long as Suwa doesn't want to be together. And Suwa just goes, "It's fine. I actually want them to get together." And you're like, Sewer man, what are you doing, dude? Dude. Dude, man. Because that's, oh, just beautiful. You get like a nice fun scene where they're all, at the pool, at the at the like festival, having fun. And Kakeru asks Naho about the hair clip. She says, "Oh, go put it on." Pretty much. And as she leaves the girls' toilets, Uda Senpai and her little women, her little girls or her buddies, they corner her and pretty much start making it look like they're gonna beat the absolute ever-loving hell out of her. But who should show up to save the day? Lord Friendzone. Good old Lord Friendzone. Are you worried that you might not be saved in time? Call me Lord Friendzone. Is pretty much what Suwa does. He dives in, saves Naho, and then gets Naho out of that situation. And passes. And Suwa is such a good man. It's so sad watching him do all this lovely stuff. It's such a. Anyway, Kakeru starts being nice even more, and then we get some nice manly tears from Suwa. Oh, that was it was a beautiful moment, because, Naho remembers in the letter, it says, I want you to make sure he knows how much you respect everything he's done for you. And she just says, thank you for everything you've ever done for me, Suwa. And he just starts welling up. It's like, no, you made the nice guy cry. And he's just like, the tears of joy. And that's how the episode ended, and I thought that was just absolutely beautiful. So as you've probably guessed, on my scale of 1 to 5, I've rated this very high at a 4.6. Orange at the moment are really pulling it out. I just hope it doesn't slip. If the standards do start slipping, I'm going to be annoyed. Anyway, that was the end of Letter 5, Episode 5 of my Orange Tuesdays. So, I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button. You can subscribe, because that would be awesome. Love it when I get a new subscriber, because, it means that more people are enjoying my work. And it gives me motivation to keep going. And let me know your opinions of the episode in the comment section below. It'd be great to hear. Anyway, that's all from me. And speak to you soon, guys. Bye.